Hi Scorpio, how's it going? Today you'll be going over your financial situation. We're going to see if there's any financial stressors, and if there is, if there's anything that can relieve some of those stressors. Also looking into how to get a better relationship with money, as well as any messages the spirits, universe has for you today. So that's what we're doing. Keep in mind that this is a general reading for Scorpios. Every Scorpio is different. We all have different experiences, follows different paths, and all that sort of thing. So this may resonate with you. This may not resonate with you 100%. So don't try to make it fit if it's not fitting perfectly. So take what you want. You know, some parts may be for you, some parts may not be for you, maybe for some other Scorpios out there. So keep that in mind. I also want to invite you, if you haven't already, to my live streams every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I also do some Sundays, if you want to check that out. I do free live readings where I answer your questions. Yeah, and then I also have a Discord. If you want to join my Discord, we have a little book club thing going on over there. If you're interested in that, more like more witchy, spiritual type books that we go over. You don't need a book. The book is there for you to read along with us if you're interested in that, and it's free as well. I also do private readings if you want to book a private reading with me, either on Etsy or Discord or Zoom or email. There's lots of options in the description down below if you want to check that out. As well, if you haven't subscribed already, I'd appreciate you to subscribe and join my soul family over here. We do have a lot of fun sometimes. Also, when I reach to 600 subscribers, I'm going to be pulling another name for another free private reading if you're interested in that as well. Make sure you put your name on the little post that I have on my community page about the 600 subscribers. And make sure you're subscribed as well. I'm going to switch the screen so we can get started on this reading and see what's cooking, right? Alright, let's just get started, right? First we're going to go into your situation. Then we're going to go into seeing if there's any financial stressors, anything that may relieve some of those financial stressors. We're going to take a look at something you can learn, something you could change, something that will make a better relationship with your finances. We're going to look at what career paths are best suited for Scorpio as well. Let's just see here. What is Scorpio's financial situation? What advice can we get for Scorpio for their financial situation? Are Scorpios under any financial stresses? What could relieve some of these financial stresses? What is something they can learn from their finances? Ooh, this one wants to come out. What is something they can change from their finances? What is something Scorpios can change from their finances? What is something that would create a better relationship with money? Ooh. Then we're going to close with a message from Spirit. There we go. There. So first you have the world, and the world is in the light. So I don't know if, like, for some of you Scorpios, I kind of like feel like maybe some of your Scorpios out there are kind of like wanting to figure out their financial situation to make plans for travel or a vacation or some sort of thing like that. I can feel that with the world, you know, or just wanting some extra funds for exploring and having that adventure, you know, figuring out what is next for you in the next stages of life, right? I feel that. I feel for some of you, you're just ready to begin a new cycle, a new relationship with your finances and everything else you have going on. I can feel that energy. The Chariot is in the dark though, so I'm kind of like sensing that there's a little bit of, kind of like second guessing or like unsure of what direction you want to move forward into. So we're going to look at that as well. So this is why you're under some financial stresses. I feel like the stresses that I'm feeling from the Chariot is kind of like, which direction? Like, I want to move forward. I want to make progress. I want, you know, to have success and all that sort of thing. But it's like, where do I go? Like, who do I invest my money in this? Like, am I on the best career path? I can feel all these energies coming through. I can also feel like there's this energy of struggling with some sort of commitment issues for some of you as well, or struggling with committing to like a financial investment of some sorts, you know? I know some Scorpios feel that they're really good with investing in property and that sort of thing. Yeah, so I don't know if that is something that you're thinking about, but like struggling, like that is like a long-term commitment. Like, do I really want to invest in something that will also be like a lot of work and a lot of focus, a lot of commitment? I can feel that too coming from the Chariot. Let's go into the Judgment. The Judgment is something you can do to relieve some of these stresses, some of these worries. For the Judgment, I am feeling like there's an energy of making some decisions, but also doing some self-reflection and like really thinking of what is realistic for you at this time. What can you manage realistically for what you have right now, and how to plan to improve that in the future. Yeah. Like, I feel like you're working really hard or trying to find work to work really hard. Like, I feel that. I feel like you're really striving for that independence. And I feel like for some of you, I also feel like some of you are like trying to figure out if you should like negotiate some sort of deal and where to go about that as well. So I do feel like just being like the card says, the Judgment, like taking that step back, reassessing your situation, seeing what you can manage, you know? Your spirit, your heart, your mind, you know, all needs this balance going on here. I can feel that. I also feel like there's an energy of being a little bit critical or having that little inner critic. Maybe some debt from your past is also still lingering for some of you. I can feel that energy. Yeah. Let's see. Trying to figure out like how can we relieve some of these stresses. Just gonna clarify with the cards. Like, what is some advice for Scorpio to relieve some of these stresses that is going on? I feel like for some of you or one of you Scorpios out there, it's kind of like made some poor judgments about something, or poor judgment about an investment of some sort, or financial situation. You're just like, oh, I regret that now. This one wants to come out. Lovers. Well, not lovers. I thought it was lovers, but the Empress. The Empress also means love. So I do feel like there is a love around you, Scorpio. The Empress, she's strongly about trusting your intuition. You know, if it feels right, it feels right. If it's not feeling right, trust that. Trust your inner wisdom. Trust your intuition. Trust your instincts. And be self-aware. Like, be self-aware of your spending. Be mindful of where you're putting your money, where you want to put your money in the future as well. I feel like that will help you release some of these stressors. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on and see what else we can get out of this. For the Seven of Wands, being in the dark, this is something you can learn about your finances. I can feel that. You're kind of like feeling like you're on guard a little bit. Let's not talk about finances, but we're going to talk about them anyways, right? Let's just see here. For the Seven of Wands in the dark, I'm feeling there's an energy around some communications. I don't know if it's about communications with your partner or communications with someone else that is worth negotiating about. And like, I feel like here there's like wondering if something is worth negotiating. But I kind of like feeling like there is something that is worth negotiating, if that is for some of you. The Seven of Wands, yeah, I can feel that. I also kind of feel like there's an energy like really listening to your inner wisdom, do some reflection like the cards are saying. Have a better understanding of the financials that you have. So, you know, if you do have any debt from your past or anything from your past, I feel like now is the time to look into that so that you know the truth of what your debt looks like, what maybe your credit score looks like, and like take a look at that and see like what you can do to improve that, you know? I know where I live, I'm sure around where you live as well, there are some programs you can look into that can help with this kind of thing. yeah, for some of you, like, this may not be for everyone. I know that, everybody has different things. I just kind of like feeling there's some kind of external pressure being put on here. And you just feel like a little on defense mode when it comes to your finances. I feel like for some of you, this is kind of like let's not talk about that, I can feel that energy for some of you. I feel like there's a little bit of hesitation there, a little bit in denial of some sorts, yeah. That's something you can learn. So I feel like learning the truth, being honest with yourself about your current situation, I feel like will give you a sense of comfort, a sense of control, a sense of knowing. And that'll make it better to choose what your next steps are moving forward. You have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is also in the dark. For the world here, I feel like there's a new beginning that wants to start. Like you're done the last cycle. You're ready for the new. You're ready to improve. I can feel that. The Ace of Cups is about wanting to improve. Who is in the light, it's in the dark. So it's kind of like stalling or resisting this beginning to come into full effect. But this card is also about something you can change. So I don't know if it's just about, surrendering to the universe, or let this new beginning, let this new start, Yeah. The Ace of Cups too, I also feel there's energy of like, questioning your intuition a little bit. Wondering if it's too soon to invest into anything. Is it too soon to look into this? Feeling a little unmotivated, a little bit, tomorrow. I can feel that. I feel for some of you too, it's a little bit the ego is in the way. Yeah. I'm feeling like you're continuously learning about your finances. I can feel that. I feel like taking more priority over your debt may give you that sense of freedom, that sense of, okay, I got this, I can move forward, I can start planning a future, and that sort of thing as well. For the Wheel of Fortune in the dark, this is how to create a better relationship with money. So again, over here, I was feeling a sense of being realistic and being honest with yourself. The Wheel of Fortune in the light is about luck and destiny and, relying on other sources, other forces, to come into play to guide your light. But I feel like taking that charge, hold that sword firmly, knowing that you are in charge of your path. You are in charge of your destiny rather than letting fate take over. And you let your mind take control over that. It's good to trust your instincts and your intuition, but you also have to be logical about the situation, and that is what I'm feeling, more than letting faith just run its course, Just take more control and let you have that sense of freedom and being that Scorpio, I feel like Scorpios are very resourceful and they have that powerful, brave intellect as well. I feel like they're very important to be honest with themselves. I also feel there's an energy that some Scorpios like to live on the edge, so sometimes that can make us fall into this little trap as well, taking risky investments. I feel like that's not really something you do very often though. I feel like you're pretty good with your money overall, Scorpios. Yeah, let's just see. What spiritual messages can we get from the universe? What spiritual messages can we get from the universe? Let's see. Is there any spirit guides want to give Scorpios a message? Any spirit guides want to give Scorpios a message regarding their finances or any other situation? Let's see. Messages from the spirit guides, the universe. Let's see. What messages we can get here. Ooh, the Knight of Wands. Queen of Wands. Interesting. Those are some powerful cards. Knight of Wands. I said the King of Wands. There's King of Wands. Queen of Wands. Knight of Wands. There's some powerful energies here. Take charge. Take charge of your path. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with your situation. Yeah. The Knight of Wands. That hot, fiery, passionate energy. I feel like you're on the move. At the same time, you want that self-protection. You want that sense of financial security. I feel like that is your mission. That is what you want to accomplish moving forward. I can feel that energy. I feel like you're ready to make those changes. You're determined. I can feel that. I can feel like you are looking for new work. For some of you, I feel like you are looking for new work. For some of you, I feel like you are planning some sort of travel or business travel or whatever that is as well. Yeah. So for since we're on this topic, for career wise for a Scorpio, and they are generally the protectors, you know? Scorpios are generally really good at like being police officers or detectives or security or private investigators and that sort of thing. They're very resourceful. I also feel like they're really good at like being a therapist, surgeons, you know, business owners and that sort of thing as well. Even journalism, healthcare profession, market research, data scientist. Yeah. So for the Queen of Wands being in the light, she is very caring and nurturing and loving. I can feel that as well. I feel like for some of you, you worry about your responsibilities towards your family. And, you know, cost of raising a family is expensive nowadays, you know? I feel like you're wanting that clarity. You want to be that natural giver in your family or in your career as well. You know, I could feel that. Of wondering how you can protect your family as well. I'm feeling that, you know, with the Knight, the Queen, the Wands. I really feel like there's a need to protect your family as well. Now, I don't know if you've like looked into if your employer has any health benefits or that sort of thing as well that you can tap into. Or if there's any of that sort of resources available to invest in some sort of insurance or healthcare benefits or whatever that is for you. For the King of Wands being in the dark, I do feel like there's an energy of from some of you having some bad experiences and like trying to growth and learn and explore what options you have. I also feel like there's energy that you don't want to depend on other people anymore. You want that independence. You want that sense of independence that you got this. You don't need help or support from anyone else. I can feel that for you, but I feel like you got this. You know, I feel like you have a clear mind of what your situation is, what you need to work on, what you need to improve on, what little things you can look into. Yeah. I'm gonna switch the screens now. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this little video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, as well as join me for a live stream on Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. Or Sundays. I wish you all a great day. Evening. It's probably evening when I post this. Hope you all have a great evening, and I'll see you next time. Bye.